At Mid-American Energy, we're on 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Good afternoon and welcome to County Soccer Complex in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside Justin Vorster, I'm Thomas Campbell, and in just a moment we will have the matchup between the third-seeded Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the sixth-seeded Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints right here on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back we will have starting lineups, the road to state, and more information about the teams. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
In Iowa, we grow corn. A lot of corn. Corn is what supports us. It feeds our livestock, it fuels our vehicles, and powers our state. It nourishes our families. A cash crop? Yeah, but it's way more than that. Corn sustains us. It's who we are. Without it, we'd just be... well, you get the picture. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state soccer tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. And to help celebrate this achievement, the Iowa Farm Bureau provides commemorative soccer balls for each team competing in the state tournament. These keepsakes are a great way for these athletes to remember their experience here, as well as the teammates, coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors who've all played an important role in their journey. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Girls State Soccer Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Thomas Campbell, joined by Justin Vorster as we prepare for the matchup between the third-seeded Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the sixth-seeded Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints here in the 2A quarterfinal at the state tournament. Justin, we've got two pretty good teams who had a very strong season. DCG played very well. Their only losses coming to teams in one team in the division ahead being Waukee Northwest, who is one of the higher-ranked teams in Class 3A, and then two losses, once to Waverly Shellrock and once to Norwalk. But they also beat a few good teams, including Johnson and Ankeny, and then they just dominated on their way to the tournament, winning 8-0 against Denison Schwelsig, and Cedar and Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson. They won 5-1. So what do you expect to see out of the Mustangs here today?
A lot, to be honest with you. Coming in as the current holders of the Class 2A, a very, very strong team. Kylie Knief, who I believe fractured her tibia last year in the semi-final, was out for the final, and they were still able to contain and continue. She's on 17 goals so far this season. Pleased to have her back, and that was the key, talking to Dan James. As you can see, this is his 15th season currently in the tournament. So I expect a lot out of them. They'll come out in a 3-5-2. They'll be very, very aggressive attacking-wise. Cedar Rapids Xavier, Jake Johnson. This is his second year with Xavier. First appearance at State Cup with the current school. A wealth of experience as a coach. Will come out in a 4-3-3. But when you look at the schedule, wasn't as heavy as DCG. Both organizations are healthy and fit, and as long as they can keep them fit throughout this match, would be a positive for both.
We will toss this to the PA announcer for team introductions. Then we'll be right back with starting lineups. You're watching Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Now let's meet the players in today's matchup. First, the non-starters for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Number 00, Marlo Ginther. Number 0, Caitlin Rollinger. Number 2, Anya Zutenhorst. Number 3, Isabel Osterhaus. Number 6, Lucy Cobb. Number 11, Virginia Bostwick. Number 14, Sierra O'Brien. Number 15, Ellie Renzi. Number 18, Peyton Liberty. Number 19, Katie Kleesner. Number 21, Brooklyn Emerson. And number 24, Aubrey Sires. Now let's meet the non-starters for Dallas Center Grimes. Number 0, Emerson Torski. Number 4, Addie Lane. Number 6, Kaylin Mills. Number 7, Kenna Knief. Number 9, Anna Mickelson. Number 10, Camden Byer. Number 12, Ava Mickelson. Number 13, Sailor Rubich. Number 17, Maya Vonkpasuk. Number 19, Reed Borland. Number 23, Emma Beeman. And number 24, Emily Hennigan. Now let's meet the starters. First from Cedar Rapids Xavier. Number 1, Lanny Coons. Number 4, Nicole Peterson. Number 5, Adeline Pins. Number 8, Deidre Green. Number 9, Maylee Olmstead. Number 10, Grace Bruns. Number 12, Sheila Sundell. Number 13, Macy Herding. Number 16, Kelty Rapp. Number 17, Maria Trotta. And number 20, Reese Commenda. The head coach for Xavier is Jake Johnson. The assistant coaches are Daniel Alonso, Amina Loach, and Emily Moses. Now let's meet the starters from Dallas Center Grimes. Number 1, Alex Hoffbauer. Number 2, Olivia Sear. Number 3, Landry Glasgow. Number 5, Neela Williamson. Number 8, Addie Jansen. Number 11, Kylie Knief. Number 14, Alexa Gill. Number 15, Ella Forsythe. Number 16, Hannah Renz. And number 18, Riley Renz. The head coach of Dallas Center Grimes is Dan James. He's assisted by Mark Bennett, Jeff Kane, and Jalen Raymond. The officials for this afternoon's contest, the referee is Robert Kerwood II, Mike Luck, and Gavin Aronson are your assistant referees. The fourth official today is Ray Schwichtenberg. Congratulations to both teams for qualifying for this year's state tournament. Good luck. Let's play championship soccer.
Welcome back to the Girls State Tournament on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Thomas Campbell, joined by Justin Vorster, and you've just heard the starting lineups for both teams, but we will go ahead and recap that. First, for the 6th-seeded and visiting Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints, number 1, Lanny Coons starting in the net, followed by number 4, Nicole Peterson, number 5, Adeline Pins, number 8, Deidre Green, number 9, Malay Olmstead, number 10, Grace Bruns, number 12, Sheila Sundell, number 13, Macy Herding, number 16, Kelty Rapp, number 17, Maria Trotta, and number 20, Reese Komenda, rounding out the 11 for the Saints. Now for the home and 3-seed Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, number 1, Alex Hoffbauer starting in the net. Number 1, Alex Hoffbauer, number 2, Olivia Sear, number 3, Landry Glasgow, number 5, Neela Williamson, number 8, Addie Jansen, number 11, Kylie Knief, number 14, Alexa Gill, number 15, Ella Forsythe, number 16, Hannah Renz, number 18, Riley Renz, and then starting in the net, number 0, Emerson Torski. Justin, it should be a very interesting game here. Dallas Center Grimes lining up in a 3-5-2. Cedar Rapids Xavier lining up in a more traditional 4-3-3. What do you expect to see out of the Mustangs in that 3-5-2?
A very secure back line, led at the back there by Neela Williamson at center back. But you look at Renz at right center back and Addie Jansen, who has been absolutely superb this season. As you can see, they'll go direct from the start here and really try and pile the pressure on. And then in front of them will be Alexa Gill, wearing number 14. She'll just sit in front of the back three there, although it's a double 6, but she'll be the one that'll be more disciplined.
Andrew Grasco already through for the Mustangs and just unable to keep it on net. That was almost the first goal. Just 30 seconds into this game, the Mustangs getting deep into Saints territory early. That was Landry Glasgow almost with it, almost opening up the scoring for the Mustangs already. This will be Sheila Sundell to take the goal kick for the Saints.
Well, like I mentioned, they'll pile on the pressure right from the start, with Glasgow with the first opportunity there. And obviously Xavier Saints will know what this is all about here as they pick up possession and try and break.
That ball sent in deep, intended for Reese Komenta. She controls down the sideline, puts in a cross, and it will just be Maddie Malay Olmstead connecting with it, but blocked away. Taking up the field is Kylie Knief for the Mustangs, sending in a deep ball intended for Olivia Sear, managing to get on that. Just hold. Looking to throw in a cross, hasn't found that space yet. Just passes back to Alex Hoffbauer, who finally gets the cross in. Deflected away, but right back to Hoffbauer. Sear with the cross. Over the top, intended for Glasgow. No one there, and that will just be cleared away by Xavier. Controlled now by Alexa Gill. Mustangs bringing a lot of pressure. Hoffbauer gave chase, but it was just cleared away by Rapp for Xavier. Now bringing up the ball is Green. DCG with a lot of pressure as Hannah Renz attempted to slide it into Ellis Forsyth there, unable to. Nicole Pearson just to clear that away for the Saints. It's been all Mustangs through the first 3 minutes of this game, having a great chance to put themselves ahead in the first minute, just unable to. Be 16, Lee Brown now with it. Just kept in by Hoffbauer.
Well, they'll be very careful of the Saints just from these first couple of minutes in the first half here. With a little layoff there from the striker Hurting, just the one-touch passing, they'll look to counter really quickly, as you saw earlier on when the ball went out wide on the far side there with Reese Comenda. They will be dangerous on the counter-attack. But as you can see, the goals amongst the squad here with Hurting, who's the target player. She's on 11 goals so far this season. But it's averaging a goal a game. When you look at the schedule, it wasn't a heavy schedule. It was a very light schedule. It was what was needed. So the players weren't overloaded. Just talking to Jake Johnson just prior to kickoff. So some very good insight when you think about it leading up into this. All the players are fresh and healthy. They're not worn out. There's no fatigue within the squad, and he's hoping he can come out with a result and healthy at the end of the day.
Both teams only having to play 2 regional games to reach here compared to the 3 that we saw from both the 1A quarterfinalists. As this is Hoffbauer playing in a ball intended for Sear, but it will just run all the way back to the line. Pins sending it back to Coons, who will just send that out of bounds for a Mustang throw-in. Back into Sear on the throw-in. Just tapped out of bounds. Saints get the ball right back. Hoffbauer showing some strength there, just knock it away. Kylie Knief now. She will attempt to have a shot just blocked away by Reese Comenta. That ball played deep down the line for Macy Hurting. Held onto by DCG, now controlled by Riley Renz. Ball all the way back up for Sear. Sear with the header, just unable to get it down, and it's still been a lot of Mustang pressure, heavy getting up that Saints line.
Now they go direct, they'll go straight down the throat, really put the pressure on in the first 10 or so minutes, but at the end of the day, it's hard to maintain and contain that sort of pressure throughout a game. There'll be moments in the game where the momentum will switch towards Xavier Saints side. Lovely bit of play on the far side there by Glasgow.
Glasgow now taking this down the line. Had that early chance. She's just dancing around defenders now, driving towards the end line. Sending a cross, and there's a shot. A great shot from Ellis Forsyth, but an even better save from Lanny Coons. Keep this a 1-0 game, and then to cover as Olivia Sear closed in on that ball.
All the work on the far side there with Glasgow spinning Peterson, managing to get the cross in. Lovely cross, cut back, Forsyth with the strike, but what a fantastic save there by Rollinger.
Reese Comenta just knocking it out of bounds on the challenge with Addie Jansen. Pinballing throughout the air now. Eventually find itself to the feet of Kylie Knief, quickly taken away by Gracie Bruns for Xavier.
Apologies on the goalkeeper, there was Laney Kunz.
Ball now played out to Hoffbauer. Just reset back to Hannah Renz. Sorry, Riley Renz. Now over to Hannah Renz. She's just controlling through the middle, getting around a few defenders now. Sends it over to Alexa Gill. And a deep ball played in for Landry Glasgow. Another chance for the Mustangs. Glasgow with a shot. Finds the back of the net. She should have scored earlier. She has scored now. DCG just 7 minutes into this game takes a 1-0 lead thanks to a phenomenal ball into Landry Glasgow. Then a clinical finish as she came towards the goalkeeper. Not a lot that Lanny Coons could have done there to save that. Mustangs lead 1-0.
Talk about composure there from Glasgow in front of goal. Already booming in confidence after a first piece of play earlier on. Not a minute ago, just dinking the ball over the goalkeeper there. While taking composure in front of goal, great technique. That little dink, just what was called for. Lainey couldn't do much about it.
Glasgow should have had one within the first minute, but got her chance back right there, and DCG already on the ball once again. But will quickly give it away. That's Deidre Green scooping it up in the middle for Xavier. But Glasgow gets the ball right back, and now Hoffbauer coming down the line as the Mustangs on another counterattack. That ball played into the out wide for Ella Forsyth. She drives towards the end line. Just sending across. Nobody on that. Looked to be a little bit of miscommunication there for the Mustangs, but that will be cleared out. And just narrowly kept in, but Hannah Renz with a great tackle there. Hoffbauer with it, gives it back over to Hannah Renz.
There's one thing with this DCG team. They will work hard for the entire 18 minutes they're out there. These girls, they've been like this for years. Dan James is inbred into this team, the work rate and what is expected out of these players individually and collectively as a unit. And this is what you'll expect.
Olivia Sear plays it off to Kylie Knief and gets it right back. Will throw in the cross. Just tapped off, almost went in off of Mariah Trotta. That ball nearly went in just off the crossbar. That will go out for our first corner kick of the game for DCG. That corner kick brought to you by Channel Seeds. Will be Hannah Renz to take this, the right corner. Low driven ball played in. Will be dispossessed. Grace Bruns bring it down the field. Now just cleared away all the way back there. Traveling with the wind, and it looks like it might reach Torski, and it does. Torski will just play that out of bounds, allowing the Mustang defense to get back into position.
Torski could have just played that to her left-hand side to Addie Jansen, who was opened up facing the field, could see what was in front of her.
Green takes that throw in, gets the ball right back from Olmsted. Now Green driving in, looking for something in the middle, unable to find it. Gill was there to play that away. Now pinballing around just a little bit. Controlled once again by Peterson out wide. Deep ball in, intended for Herding. Just be clear, but it will find its way to Green. Green with a shot. Just unable to keep it down there was Deidre Green. Will go out for a Mustangs goal kick.
Good opening chance there for Green and the Saints. Struck it well, didn't quite get the dip on it, going over for a goal kick. Help build some confidence as well.
Glasgow now controlling, will just send that down the line. Be Knife with it on the far side. Tries to get one up to Glasgow, unable to, and just set out of bounds by Xavier. Mustang throwing. Here comes the first substitution of the game. The substitutions in today's match are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. That ball played in by Ella Forsyth, unable to reach Alex Hoffbauer. Substitution will be Sayla Ribich coming into the game. First time for the Mustangs today. Foul there on Hoffbauer on the near sideline. Xavier with their first free kick of the game. It'll be Sundell to take this. They just look to get back in this game following an early goal. Ball controlled on the line by Herding. She will just give it over to Bruns in the middle. Xavier not being desperate yet, showing some patience. Ball played up by Rivich early. Finds its way to Olivia Sear. Just has one defender to beat, and it is tapped outside. Rivich sends it in, but that will just be collected by Lanny Coons. Does a good job to stop any real threat there from the Mustangs.
Sierra, another player to watch out for up front there for the Mustangs. Really quick on the turn, deceptive with her pace, technically very good, keeps the ball close to her feet. As you could see there in that moment as the ball went out wide earlier on.
Here comes Hofbauer with it, sends in a cross intended for Sear. Sear, the offside flag goes. Mustangs fans not agreeing with it. That was one of the more narrow offsides I have seen today. But offside there called on Olivia Sear. The Saints getting the ball back.
Mustangs very, very deep in their own half. They could get that line up a bit higher.
Just sent into Herding. Just knocked off the ball by Williamson. A great defensive play as DCG once again on the counterattack, playing fast.
Williamson will stay touch tight.
Great step in there.
Hertig's got to get side on. Just make sure she scans, checks her shoulder, just to make sure she can see where Neela Williamson is.
Ball will go off of Xavier. And here comes another IMT substitution. Coming onto the field, it will be Kaylin Mills and Jenna Kneef. Jenna Kneef replacing Ella Forsyth. And Kaylin Mills replacing Alex Hofbauer for the Mustangs. Little stoppage in play. Substitution's not quite off the field yet as we are back underway here. Hannah Renz will send a ball in intended for Kylie Kneef, but Lanny Coons just comes out to collect that, sends away another punt to Macy Herding, but the win, that's just going to sneak over to Neela Williamson. Wynn played a large role in the game earlier today, this field, as a shot there from Deidre Green just over the bar. So I was saying the Wynn played a lot of role. It was in the game between Trainer and Bishop Heelan. Whichever side had the win during that half was the much more dominant side as Trainer defeated Bishop Heelan 3-1. Mustangs throw in here. And just knocked right back out of bounds, and we'll do that again. Another Mustangs throw-in.
Still, their back line's very deep with gaps appearing between the lines. Seems to be a trend.
All headed forward by Olivia Sear. Will just run onto it. Throwing across. And running onto it will be Kaylin Mills. Just saved by Lanny Coons. Out for another Channel Scenes quarter.
Couldn't have been a better setup there for Kayla coming in late on the run. Perfect timing. Again, credit to the goalkeeper, Torski, for the save. Just parrying the ball over the crossbar for a corner.
Coons did well there to save the shot from Mills. Here comes the free kick from Hannah Renz, and that will just go behind the net for another goal kick.
Hannah Renz will be disappointed with herself. She knows she can do better with the distribution there. Win could be a factor. Didn't show any emotion, the captain.
Coons to play this up. It will be just her second goal kick of the day. Played and just headed away immediately by Alex Gill. Mustangs being first to a lot of those deep balls today from the Saints as it'll be sent over to Ribbich. Ribbich trying to find Kenna Kneef down the line, just unable to. Saints get the ball back. Almost halfway through this first half of play, Justin, what have you seen so far that has really given DCG this momentum?
Fluidity, pressure, very aggressive. They won't allow the opponents to turn and run at you. They will play straight down your throat. They'll go direct towards goal, as you've seen with the first goal, created within the first 2 minutes of the match. This is what that program's about, and this is what you're going to see for an 80-minute game.
Good look there for the Saints to get forward, but just unable to find Macy Herding on that ball down deep. DCG with a very deep back line, not playing very high up, really preventing those through balls from the Saints today.
Which surprises me. I mean, they've got a good goalkeeper. They can play high.
Kylie Knief taking that one away, sending one up, and Olivia Sear just giving chase to that. She's been active all day as Hannah Renz will pick that up just outside the box.
Onto a favorite right foot, just going a little bit away from goal. They're under pressure from the two white jerseys of the Saints, putting pressure on her, one of them being Rapp and the left center back Pins.
Renz will be disappointed a little bit with that look, but was under a heavy amount of pressure as Coons prepares to take this goal kick. Ball played deep in, and DCG once again first to it with that Gills header. Up to Kenna Knief. Coons just out to claim once again, and
Coons just coming up late there. Thomas, I believe you played goalkeeper, and
I did. I played goalkeeper in high school, and that's one of the things that Lanny Coons has done very well today, is coming out to get it and not allowing DCG to get their runners on it.
Couldn't do much with the goal though from Glasgow, just a little dink.
So it was unfortunate for Coons what happened with the goal, but made up with it with that great save just a minute ago.
Yeah, Mills coming in late, just striking the ball well with the inside of her foot, and fantastic save there from Lainey Coons, just parrying the ball over, being the busier of the two goalkeepers here.
Be Kylie Knief deep down there. That'll just be sent out for a DCG throw-in right near the corner flag. Be Sailor Ribich to take this for the Mustangs. 20 minutes gone in this first half.
Look at the depth from the squad here from DCG. I mean, players coming off the bench. I mean, phenomenal. They come in, they par for par. They're impactful players that come into this game.
Hannah Renz with a shot from distance just over the bar. Pretty far out shot there, but another INT substitution in today's game for the Mustangs. Saints not made any subs yet, but it will be Ella Forsyth returning to the game along with Alex Hoffbauer.
You will find Dan James will make quick substitutions, positional substitutions, so player for player. And when you look at the changes he makes, there's not much of a difference with the players going out, coming in. Like I mentioned earlier, the impact that they'll cause is dangerous, so it's something to watch out for here, especially with the Saints. What they need to do is just soak up the pressure, and wait for that opportunity, the one counter-attack. You know, like we saw in the last game in the 1A quarterfinals, same situations. But this Mustang squad is very, very strong. Coming in, obviously, defending the title.
Andrew Glasgow, the goal scorer, also returning to the lineup for the Mustangs. DCG has been first to almost every 50-50 ball today, and they are really maintaining possession. A giveaway there. Deidre Green sends it up to Herting. Herting now gives the ball back and has a chance to equalize. Will cut onto her right foot. A great save there from Torski. And just headed back into the net. It was Reese Komenda in the perfect position there to put that right back in the net. A great save from Torski to push that off against the bar, but Komenda in a perfect position, just cleaning up the leftovers there. Makes it a 1-1 game. Just under 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes gone in this first half of 2A quarterfinal action.
I spoke about combinations between Herting and Komenda. Herting, once the ball was picked up by Green here by a misplaced pass by Renz, picked up quickly, played forward into Herting. Herting with a combination with Komenda. Herting with the first strike off the crossbar, but there was Komenda for the rebound. And this is what you're going to see from this Xavier Saints team, bringing them back into this match with what I would consider the first attack of the match. But there's going to be more goals in this, because I tell you what, the Mustangs don't.
Plays that in deep. And that's a great strike from Kenna Knief. A fantastic run and an immediate response. Less than 30 seconds after the ball had been kicked. Lanny Coons probably should have come up to claim that, but did not. And Kenna Knief just put a great strike off of the half volley into the bottom corner. A fantastic response from Dallas Center Grimes here.
What was I talking about just then? We would expect more goals, and as that happened, ball played through, and there she was, Kenna Knief onto it, little dink over the keeper.
Just
Good for the second goal of the match. And you're right, Thomas. Kuhn should have come off a line. You play a higher line here, especially with teams like DCG, because the pace, and you've got to get your timing right, but also the ball played over the top. The two centre backs should have dropped as that was. If there's no pressure on the ball and it looks like they're going to play a long ball, you have got to start dropping.
Deidre Green just brought to the ground there by Alex Hoffbauer. Be another free kick in a very dangerous spot here for the Saints. A chance to equalize already. It'll be Sheila Sindel to take that kick. Several white jerseys now crowding the box. Sundell readies, fires it in, and Torski out to claim. Just did a great job blocking and then getting down on that ball there, exactly what the keeper's asked to do in that situation.
Torski did enough there, coming out, showing a presence.
DCG already on the counterattack, and here's Ella Forsyth with the shot, but right to the hands of Laney Coons. And that's what the Mustangs do so well, is they just get up the field so quickly that you have to be immediately on that if you are Xavier here.
Ella Forsyth creating enough space just with a first touch onto her right foot. Didn't quite get the ball from out of her feet. We spoke about the length of the grass in the earlier game today. And again, it's going to be a factor here in this game. It's just getting your prep touch right, getting the ball out of your feet, getting the strike right if you're on goal.
Go out for a Saints for a DCG throw-in. Just touched out for another DCG throw-in, and we'll do that once again, just a little farther up the field. Sent in to Kenna Knief. Just cleared away right off the fourth official's tent for another DCG throw-in. Knief now just looking to get that ball in deep like she did earlier, but just cleared away by Kelly Rapp. Knief with it once again, driving along the sideline. Go out of bounds for another corner kick today.
Kenna Knief, the younger sister of Kylie.
Corner kicks are brought to you by Channel. The enhanced Channel seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Be Hannah Renz to take this. Just sent away. Looked to be Maria Trotta getting that away.
Trotta just doing enough in the end there just to clear the lines.
DCG winning it right back though.
But look how quickly DCG counter press. Red jerseys round the ball, pressure on the ball all the time.
There was Olivia Sear just getting a foot on it, but it'll go out once again for a Xavier throw-in. Level up your game with Central College. More than half of Central's athletes, or half of Central's students. I apologize. That was just claimed by Laney Coons, but I will. And you level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Alexa Gills sends that in for Alex Hoffbauer down the sideline. Hoffbauer with a quick move into the box, but just cleared away.
Does well to cut in, but
Pins.
Pins was there to cover Rapp.
And all the way back to Hannah Renz, and she'll just reset, going all the way back to her sister, Riley Renz.
Riley switching it to Neela Williamson. Great choice, great decision.
DCG, they know how to move the ball quickly, but they also show the patience of a team that doesn't like to rush things. They'll wait for their opportunity to come. All sent over to Riley Renz.
They have the quality in this team to do that.
And deep, just off off the foot of Riley Renz for another Xavier throw-in here on the near sideline. Controlled by Kelly Rapp now. Sends it up to Deidre Green. Green just shoved a little
there,
bit.
just cutting in, forcing the foul. Did extremely well. Quite impressed with that.
Shoved a little bit by Alex Hoffbauer there for Xavier free kick. And this is another good opportunity for Xavier to equalize this game. They had a dangerous one earlier.
I'd like to see Rapp utilize the space that she has ahead of her and pins just play her in. Ella Forsyth just in front is the lone player in the wall.
Sundell takes that and they'll just come up to Torski to claim that. No real danger there.
And that's the reason why I say that, you know, all the free kicks and all the cover in the penalty areas, you can see all the red jerseys in there. Maybe try something different.
Herding holding up play. Attempts to get it over to Olmsted, but just unable to.
That's what Herding does really well. The best part of a game is just holding up play and playing players into it. As you've seen before, especially with the combination on the goal that was scored by Commenda.
Yeah, Alexa Gill playing in that deep ball for Kenna Knief. Now DCG just resets once again. They're playing very patient. They're up a goal. No need to rush here. 13 minutes left to play in this first half.
And there's going to be more goals to come. I can tell you that right now.
Green just fighting off Hannah Renz there.
See the press coming in.
Olivia Sear right there. She's been all over the field today. She cuts down the right side, sends in a ball for Kenna Knief. Knief off to, it was just over the bar for Ella Forsyth. A great ball in there from Kenna Knief.
Ella Forsyth should have done better with that. All the legwork done, created all the space, placing the ball over the bar.
This IMT substitution just happening for the Mustangs. They've made quite a few substitutions in this game. Xavier yet to make one. Ball sent up by Coons. Just
too much space, as you can see it. The ball allowed to bounce. If the back line is up, they're able to win that.
Be Kaylin Mills sending it in. A foul there on Olivia Sear. Mustangs feel that should have been on Xavier instead, but nonetheless, it will be a Saints free kick from deep in their own area.
Bruns just brought down by Sear. Sear just gets up, gets on with it, no complaints.
Sundell to take that once again. Looking for Olmsted, just unable to find her. And that ball played deep in for Kylie Knief. She will run onto that edge of the box, playing a great ball. And there's Olivia Sear in the perfect position for the Mustangs to make this a 3-1 game. Olivia Sear just making the perfect run off of a great ball for Kylie Knief. And Kylie Knief just rolled it to her foot. Absolutely phenomenal there from DCG. And it was really just amazing to see Sear in the right position. She's been there all game and just did exactly what she needed to do to make this a 3-1 game. And that's 3 different times that Xavier has been burnt on the long ball, getting in behind their defense.
But look at the delivery into the penalty area. Perfect delivery. Sear, that's all she's asking for. Finishes it off. Again, we can question the defending here from the Saints, but it's the quality going forward here with DCG Mustangs. Those red jerseys are everywhere. Everywhere you look. Kenna Knief with the delivery. Absolutely beautiful ball played and great technique. And Sear on the end of it in the 31st minute. 3-1 right now.
Just phenomenal play so far from the Mustangs. As Ribich sends in a ball intended for Ella Forsyth. Mustangs already looking to get the 4th goal on the board as there's Kylie Knief giving it off to Hannah Renz. Just taken away by Deidre Green here. The Olmsted and Green holding her face. You never want to see that.
Back on her feet.
Now just appears to be holding her leg. Never want to see a player get injured, especially in the state tournament. It's so exciting to be here, and it's very unfortunate when you have to see a player come off due to injury.
I think Green will be all right. I think she'll be back into this game, and no doubt. 10 minutes till the second half. I'm sure Jake Johnson will want to get his team organized, get them in. He's hoping, obviously, for no more goals going into the halftime break. We can get them together and regroup and come up with a plan moving into the second half.
Green has been very impactful so far in this game, as Isabel Osterhaus will come on to replace her. But Green has been very impactful, been one of the better players at stepping into challenges as Sundell wins that drop ball, sends it up to Hurting. Olmsted just unable to control it. Ella Forsyth sends in a ball. Olivia Sear has so much speed. We'll see if she can run onto it. And the back pass to Coons is just touched. Coons just able to get it there as it's deflected off of Sear. Could have been the fourth goal there.
I saw that coming with a back pass, and you've got to overhit the ball. We spoke about this earlier on.
Adeline Pins just not putting enough pace on that, and that's difficult to do with the length of the grass here. It's really holding up the play.
Credit to Lainey Coons coming out and dealing with it, with Sear just lurking, thriving with confidence after scoring the third goal.
It'll be just touched out by Xavier for another throw-in, quickly taken by Mills for DCG. Again, we'll do that once again. Kylie Knief now to take this one. Goes back to Olivia Sear, who's been everywhere so far in this game. Here she is once again playing in a cross for Rivich. Just touched away and then headed right out of bounds by Mills. Xavier getting some desperately needed possession back with this throw-in. Way up to Comanda. Comanda drops to the ground. And Kelty Rapp just sends it up the field. Williamson with a good move there.
Williamson did well, but she had a lot of time and space. So sanction that push
up
at
to
target.
Forsyth.
Outplay Hurtig further up, pinned up against Neela Williamson, and then an extra player just in the space just to work off her.
Sear now with the ball on the near sideline. Unable to do anything there as it was just touched out by Sindel.
Hurting is very isolated here, especially with Gill just sitting in front and Hannah Renz.
And able to stay on her feet there from the challenge, but Riley Renz just able to do great there to win the ball. DCG has done a really good job of being physical in this game, staying on their feet, not letting anything really get by them.
Yeah, just roles and responsibilities are understood, but as you said, strong, powerful, but I tell you what, the work rate is of a very, very high standard. Well supported here to our left-hand side as well, up along behind the goal. The whole community is out here from Dallas Center Grimes, and
Olmsted plays that quickly into Hurting, who just has one defender to beat. A great job by Williamson there to clear that away from the net. Hurting wins it back. Just driving down the line, plays in a cross, and great job collecting there by Torski to undercut that cross. Torski does a very good job collecting that cross from Hurting.
Hurting did really well just to dispossess Neela Williamson and then elude pressure coming across. But credit to the goalkeeper there, Torski, for making the save. Great presence, stepping out, playing with confidence, oozing with confidence as you watch. As you can see on our near side, halfway, Comenda, the goal scorer, has just gone down to a knee.
Here's nothing else. Looking for a sub here, and play finally stopped for the substitution.
The officials are mic'd up, and you can see from our AR here on the halfway line, near side, just getting a message through to the referee.
The Sierra O'Brien replacing Comenda now, and then Mustangs will make a few substitutions. Alex Hoffbauer returning to the game for Kaylin Mills. as well as Kenna Knief returning back to the game. Sundell to take this free kick. They'll just go out of bounds there. No real threat from the Saints on that free kick. Something that they have not really done. They've had some dangerous positions with this win, but haven't been able to do anything really with those free kicks.
Wasted free kick. Those are opportunities. Any set piece is an opportunity, especially in those areas, to get the ball in the penalty area, especially as the time's clicking down to the halfway stage here with under 6 minutes to go. Get the ball in. Anything can happen from it.
Just sent away here by Riley Renz. Will go out for another Saints throw-in. This one to be taken by Kelty Rapp.
Riley Renz is now back in the game, obviously, with confidence after just getting frustrated with herself, giving the ball away that led to the Xavier Saints goal. But as I was mentioning the goal and talking about it, that there'll be more goals involved in this game. And there they go again and scored to go 2-1 up and now 3-1 up.
Williamson just out to Hoffbauer down the right hand side. Hoffbauer looking for a deep ball into Kenna Knief. Just touched out of bounds.
Ball holding up there in the wind.
By Rapp. Hoffbauer has used her speed very well today. That sent into Olivia Sear. Now here's the cross coming in, intended for Kylie Knief. No one able to do anything with it. Knief with the ball back just outside of the box.
Glasgow lurking on the far post. Didn't time a run coming in too soon there when Knief just got her right foot to the ball. Again, look at the pressure on the far side, just stepping in to try and win that ball. Addie Jansen just so composed at left centre back, talking to Dan James earlier, telling me that she's had a fantastic season so far up till state.
Hannah Renz, deep ball in for Kenna Knief, and that is just touched away by Sundell on that shot. Out for another channel corner kick there for DCG.
Sundell did enough there just to deflect the ball out for a corner, but what a ball played in by Hannah Renz. Didn't even take a touch. Telepathic understanding, playing the ball through. Unbelievable piece of play.
Hannah Renz with another corner. Just touched away by Coons, and now it's bouncing around in the box. Sent away. And there's Kenna Knief with the goal. She thought she would have one, and she does get one off that corner kick. A lot of chaos in the box there. Kenna Knief just there to clean it up. Makes this a 4-1 game for DCG with just under 4 minutes left to play in this first half. Kenna Knief's second goal of the game.
Right place at the right time. Patience is the key. Ball came out, struck it superbly well. Great technique. Past Lainey Kunz's left hand. 4-1 going into the half right now. And Knief back on the score sheet with a second of the game.
Xavier really needs to get one more in this first half with the win. There's Olmstead trying to send it into Herting. Will find its way out to O'Brien. Immediately taken away by Riley Renz. And Hoffbauer sends it back up to Kenna Knief, who is free down the right-hand side. Here comes the cross in, intended for her sister Kylie Knief. Unable to get much of a foot on it. And Lonnie Coons just able to collect there. 3 minutes left to play in the final of these 2A quarterfinals.
Good piece of defending there from Trotter, just doing enough there, putting off Knief. The ball now into Lainey Kunz's hands, but again the onslaught, the pressure, offensively DCG or something else. Yeah, if you look at their record, I mean, they beat the current champions in 3A, Johnson 2-0. They beat Ankeny Hawkettes 3-2. Are playing later on today on our field here at Field 7.
There's Kenna Knief with another opportunity, perhaps to complete her hat trick. She'll give it right back to her sister Kylie Knief with the shot. Just right of the post. A great opportunity there for Kylie Knief off the pass from her sister Kenna Knief. Those two working very well together up in.
You think they worked together in the backyard?
Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure that's where a lot of that chemistry started. But
look at the composure with Kylie Knief fakes the first shot with her right foot, bringing it onto her left foot, just going slightly wide. We're going to see more of this as the game goes further along into the second half, just under 2 minutes left of this match. But a lot of work for Jake Johnson to do at halftime, just to regroup and motivate his players going into the second half. Currently three goals to 1 down at this point. Lots to do moving forward.
Will be very interesting to see how Xavier responds being 3 goals down. This will be Sundell to take this goal kick. Just a minute 30 left to play.
My apologies, 4-1 down. Trying to keep up here with the goals that are flying in. My fault on that one.
DCG has so far just had an onslaught as Herding has been up there all alone as that ball was intended for her, but no one there to support. Ball played in, just headed back, and that will be set back to the goalkeeper by Adeline. Riley Reese, Renz just giving it up. Just taking the ball. Less than a minute left to play as Olmsted will give it over to O'Brien. Now back up to Hurting. Grace Bruns just dispossessed as that sent in deep by Kelty Rapp. Hoffbauer now with it for the Mustangs. 30 seconds left, possibly time for just one more attack for either of these teams. And here it comes. Kylie Knief sends it in for Kenna Knief. Kenna Knief just getting stuck in for a tackle, and that will stay in. 15 seconds left to play. Adeline Pins just holding it on the near sideline. 10 seconds left. Kylie Knief in. Hoffbauer, maybe a chance to get a cross off. That will fly over the bar and bring us to the end of the first half. Here, DCG leads Cedar Rapids Xavier 4-1. You are watching the Iowa High School Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Iowa Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Iowa High School Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Athletic Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Thomas Campbell, joined by Justin Vorster. We're here at halftime of the two-way quarterfinal between the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. DCG leads 4-1. And Justin, what did you see in that first half that really allowed DCG to just jump out to this lead?
The press, the attacking-wise, there's no letting down. They'll press at all times. The width, they'll always go wide, as you saw in the first goal with Glasgow claiming the first goal. In the wide areas, they'll be dangerous, but then through the middle, the combinations, they look to go direct. They'll go straight down your throat in the 3-5-2 system. They'll look to play them behind the back line. It's how they've been all year, but it's just the counter press as well. As soon as the ball's lost, they'll have enough red jerseys around the ball. They'll counter press, look to win it back, and then go as quickly as possible. Xavier did well to come back with the ball that was given away initially by Riley Renz, and then the combination with the goal, which I thought was fantastic, with Hurting and Commenda claiming the goal in the 21st minute. They need more of that to get back in the game. Neela Williamson in the back line here for the Mustangs. Riley Renz to the right, Addie Jansen to the left-hand side are playing very deep. There's enough space between the lines. Hurting does well to hold the ball up. They need to get somebody in between them, because then you've got Alexa Gill or Hannah Renz that just sits in front. They need someone in front that can play off her and get numbers forward as quickly as possible. It's easy for me to say that. The conditions out there and the long grass does make it heavy, but you have to take risks.
Now we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state soccer tournament. Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why they are the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing girls state soccer tournament. They believe that by investing in our youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Earlier this week, a member of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and student athletes across the state.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
Swing's the place for you!
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Iowa High School Girls State Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Union Athletic Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Thomas Campbell joined by Justin Vorster here at halftime between the Dallas Center Grime Mustangs and the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints, and the Mustangs lead 4-1 here, Justin. What changes do you expect to see from the Saints and even from the Mustangs going into the second half? They're switching sides, they're switching wind directions. What do you think?
Well, with the Mustangs, they just got to keep doing what they do. Intensity levels are high, the speed of actions on the ball are at the next level. With Xavier Saints, they need to increase the intensity. They need to be aware of where pressure's coming from because it's coming in thick and thin. They have to know the next pass, the decision making, see the pass, play the pass, know where you're going to go with the ball because they don't have time. And from what I saw in the first half, they don't have much time on the ball because of the press coming in. And that's what they've got to watch out for. The other thing is you look at the bench for the Mustangs coming in. Impactful, player for player, there's not much difference, to be honest with you. And that's the next level, and that's what's keeping them going. And you look at Xavier Saints, they haven't really made many changes. The two changes they made were due to injuries.
It will appear that Comenda is back on for the Saints. Both starting lineups the same back out here to start the second half. We are underway. A deep hit there down the line from Sundetta.
Well, this is the information that Jake Johnson would have probably given his players at halftime. Let's go for it. Get the ball in their half as early as possible. Dig deep. We fight for everything. Raise the intensity levels. I think at this point, being 4-1 down at half, 3 goals is nothing, but momentum in games can change at any time. So you get a goal back early, the ball is in your court. But obviously after that first half performance from DCG Mustangs, they'll have the energy in their tanks. I tell you what, they won't let off. Current state champions looking to go all the way through again.
Forsyth now taking the ball down the line off the pass from Hoffbauer. He'll drive in, try to get the cross out, and just touched out of bounds for another Channel Seeds corner kick. Corner kicks are brought to you today by Channel Seeds. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Hannah Renz to take this corner kick. She's taken everyone and just off the head of Alexa Gill, just sneaking past the left post.
Alexa Gill and Mark sneaking in. Not enough power on the actual initial delivery there from Renz on the far side. But Gill did enough just to guide that ball. As the fans were about to jump up, it just went past the far post there. Just sneaking in.
Ball quickly played out. Here is Virginia Bostwick coming into the game for the Saints. The one change at halftime for either team.
Gill coming in with the press there on Hurting. Hurting needs to get side on, just be aware, shield the ball. Could ride the tackle, claim a foul for herself there, but I have noticed how Green now has moved into a more central position, like in a 10, just underneath Hurting and the goal scorer Commander. So this is one change I've seen tactically that Jake Johnson has introduced into the second half, where Green can, and we saw it in the first half before she went off, looking for those opportunities there where they can get the ball into the front two with Green, the creator, underneath.
Green now making some fancy moves, just getting around. Will fire a shot just to be claimed by Torski. No real threat there, but an early look for Xavier trying to get back into this game.
Promising from Xavier, look a lot better than they did in the first half, and I think it'll be interesting to see if there will be a counter move from Dan James on the other end. But Jake Johnson has recognized this, and he's utilizing this because of the space provided by DCG in the red jerseys, going from right to left, and the Saints going left to right in their white jerseys.
Olivia Sear just trying to get that in, but right back to the ball is what she's done so well today. Is Deidre Green plays it over to Bostwick. Now Hurting, getting the ball, playing that target 9 once again. Driving down, plays it, ball in. No one there, though, and that's been a bit the problem today for Xavier, is that they've gotten forward, but just had no one there as Comenda rushes over to keep that in bounds.
Yeah, Hurting had more time there, could have taken a few more yards to create.
And Aren sent it in, and Olivia Sear, so dangerous as she's running down there, but just unable to get there, as Coons will claim that one.
Also, the other piece here I've noticed, Xavier have gone very narrow in the midfield, just to create the overloads there with Bruns, Trotter, Olmsted, and Green. So it's Green more central.
Gill, a ball in for Kylie Knief, will send across, no one there to claim that. And Grace Bruns taking that back out, but then Hoffbauer gets on it, sends it into Knief, unable to do anything with that. There's Olivia Sear with the shot. Blocked away, some claims for handball by the Dallas Center Grimes fans, but none there. Stoppage in play now. There's to be someone down. For Xavier, I can't quite see what number that is. The number 5, Adeline Pins down, but she's right back up, which is great to see.
Interesting change here. Jake Johnson has taken away the width and gone more narrow, which definitely makes sense here for the Saints. Going narrow with Green underneath, Hurting and Commander. Also with Bruns, so it's more of a box midfield by the looks of it, with a back four, so it's a 4-2-2-2. And I believe that would be to deal with the overloads from DCG in the midfield and to nullify the ball being played forward, so immediate pressure on the ball. It has made some changes going forward, as we've seen 2 opportunities here. This would make the game interesting if Xavier Saints grab a goal within the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Probably need one quick. Almost 5 minutes gone from the clock.
I like the changes because you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, Hoffbauer taking that down the sideline. DCG hasn't been able to get quite as forward as they did in the first half, but still threatening Xavier's net. There's a ball in from Hannah Renz. Just go all the way back to Lanning Coons for a goal kick.
Yeah, because earlier on, Gil and Hannah Renz were just picking up all the pieces, no pressure, allowed to play in the first half. Now there's a bit of pressure on them that I've noticed.
This ball from Sindel to be played. Here's Forsyth just knocking that out of the air. Able to grab possession right back for DCG. The ball in for Sierra, unable to reach her. Fall all the way back to Gill, and now Kylie Knief with a chance. it still has just really been all DCG in this half.
That's the pressure, as you can see here. There's a little bit of pressure there on, you know, when you look at it here on Ella Forsyth and Hannah Renz, especially Hannah Renz and Gill in the midfield here for DCG. But look at this, slight change.
Bostwick with the shot. Xavier getting slightly more forward, but unable to do anything as Hoffbauer takes this one down the field. Just deflected away there by Pins.
I like the changes that have been made by Coach Johnson here for Xavier. Now they've got the right thing going for them going forward. Is now adding the principles of creating play, being a little more creative in the final third. It's going to take a lot to beat Emerson Torski, my apologies, from distance. Can they combine like they did on the goal initially when they scored with Hurting and Comenda in the first half? Because that was promising. Get more of that, you can get back in the game.
Comenda giving chase there and just tapped out of bounds by Riley Renz for a Saints throw-in. The Olmsted playing it in, just held up by the wind, and Williamson able to head that one away. Now a deep ball in from Hannah Renz. Olivia Sear and Forsyth so dangerous on this, and Forsyth just taps it out of bounds. Will be off Pins for a DCG throw-in. Those are the balls where DCG has been so dangerous today of just being able to run on that and blow by the defense.
But I'll question Pins on that. She had the initiative, shielding the ball, didn't get much support from the goalkeeper, Lainey Kunz. Could have just played it back to somebody in a deeper position, turned blindly into a player. I wouldn't do it to Ella Forsyth, because that could have turned out to be quite dangerous.
Here's Sear with the ball in the corner. Just off of Sear for another Saints throw-in. It was just another IMT substitution as Sailor Ribbich and Kenna Knief returned to the game for the Mustangs.
Gill did well there, bringing the ball out of the air, but it was cleaned up at the back. Picked up, yeah, look at this from Hurting.
Hurting dropping back in, but then Gill just able to get it back. Kylie Knief plays a ball deep into her sister. Sindel just able to clear that, but it's right back to Ribbich. Bostwick with a touch to get it away. Ribbich now, chance to throw in a cross or maybe even a shot. Here comes the cross for Sear. Unable to get a foot on it. It is just bouncing around in the box. That goes off the official. Should be a drop ball now from that point. Very dangerous position. And a shot, almost not a shot, and he fakes it. Gets a shot off, and then that is blocked far out of bounds by Sindel.
Again, the same movement, the same fake by Kylie Knief, getting the ball onto her favored left foot there with the strike, but the cover was in there from Sindel, just blocking the ball. Going out for another corner.
It's a Channel Seeds corner kick, and this will be Hannah Renz coming up to take this one once again. She's taken every corner today for the Mustangs. Renz has been very dangerous on these corners. Able to throw these in. It's a lofted one into the middle. Ribbich unable to get a touch, and then the volley attempt there from Kylie Knief goes nowhere. Hurting with the chance to clear for Xavier.
Does well, no advantage. Hurting actually did very well there with the pressure that was on her. Didn't give the ball away, didn't look to hook the ball around the corner, kept possession, forced the foul. I think the free kick's a little bit rushed by Sundal. Didn't give her teammates enough time to get up the field.
DCG claims it once again, and here's Hannah Renz going right down the right sideline. Attempts to put in another cross. Just touched away by Olmsted there. It'll go out for a DCG throw-in. Sorry, we'll go out for another Channel Seeds corner for DCG. Hannah Renz to take this. Delivered a very good ball on the last one. A driven corner low. Just unable to get to it. And here's Kylie Kens. Fires the shot, just blocked away. Her sister, Kenna Knief, just unable to get a clean foot on it.
Good pressure there from Bostwich.
Knief with the cross in. Sent out of the box by Pins. Very well done job by the Saints there dealing with all the pressure from the Mustangs.
I think that was the biggest difference in the first half. They were showing too much respect to the Mustangs and just allowing them the time and the space as Lainey Kunz picks up there. But it's not the same now. They're in their faces right now. They're getting the blocks in that are needed. And I think that's part of the conversation that Jake Johnson, who's a good coach, has changed the way they need to play here. Most definitely, as you can see in the system, committing players forward. He's taking some risks as Pins steps into the midfield. They'll go into back three.
Here goes Green with a chance for Xavier. Just getting her foot caught on the ball and in the grass. Will fire a shot. Torski, no problem there.
Torski is gonna, like I said, from distance, that distance has got to be something special. Credit to Green, great piece of skill there, but she did have Commander to her left-hand side. She could have just passed her in.
Sear with a great ball here in for Kylie Knief. Knief with the shot, just blocked away by Pins.
Good defending there by Pins as Kylie Knief getting the ball onto her favorite left foot there, striking. Pins getting the block, going out for a corner. But those are some of the sacrifices that will happen when you commit players forward, especially out of the back four. There will be space, but
it's out for another Channel Seeds corner kick. Hannah Renz to take this one once again. Delivering a very good ball in the last one. This one's lofted up once again. Kenna Knief unable to get any real foot on it.
Good challenge.
Now it's cleared away by Bruns, up to Hurting. Saints looking to get on the counterattack.
Just needs support. Commander to her left, but recovery runs and
Ribich did a great job there to get back, and now DCG once again on the counterattack as it's Gill. Just fire a ball across field, but no one there to collect out for another Saints throw-in. That ball just played up the field. Hurting now with it. Hurting will fire a shot from deep. Torski just deals with it. Not much of a problem there for Emerson Torski, who's played very well. Did very well even on the goal to make the initial save, just unlucky. This ball played deep.
I would challenge Hurting, just take another touch, take on the defender. She has the ability, create enough space for herself, get closer to goal. Emerson Torski, good goalkeeper. Like I mentioned before, it's going to take something special to beat her from distance.
Now just fighting down there in the box here is Kylie Knief sending in a ball. Headed away all the way to the back, and there's Mills with the shot. Just off the boot out for another corner. As a reminder, today's corners are sponsored by Channel Seeds. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Along with that, we will have another IMT substitution with Forsyth returning to the game.
Hofbauer returning to the game and Sear returning to the game.
That ball in from Renz. Not wonderful, but it will find its way back to Kylie Knief. Knief with the shot just left. Andrew Glasgow, the opening scorer, also returning to the game for the Mustangs.
Kylie Knief striking the ball well with the first touch. Coming off the bench there.
Be Sundell to take this goal kick once again. Plays a low driver, taken away by Sear. Sear getting in behind the line. Just sent out of bounds by Pins. Out for a DCG throw-in.
Olmstead in at left back.
Will be Sear to take this. Looks for Forsyth down in the corner. DCG still been the much more threatening team in this second half. No goals so far. Sear attempting to play the 1-2 there with Hannah Renz, unable to get it to her. It'll just go out off the foot of Hofbauer for Another Saints throw-in. Ball played up to Herding, and now Commenda trying to find Herding over the top, just drifts out of bounds. Xavier doing so much to try to get back into this game, but as to this point just has not been enough. 23 minutes left to play, and they still trail by 3.
Olmsted putting pressure on at the far side, who started off in central midfield, is now in at left back with some of the tactical changes that have been made by Jake Johnson.
Reds now with the ball for DCG, getting forward once again. She'll send in a cross, no one there to claim it, and so Laney Coons does.
This would have to be a quick ball from Laney Coons with the space that had opened up there for...
Commenda gets it, but up to meet it is Riley Renz getting the ball back to DCG, and here comes Hoffbauer down the sideline. Forsyth now giving challenge, just shoved in the back by Olmsted, and it will be another DCG free kick in a very, very dangerous spot for Hannah Renz with the win. Might even try to have a go at this, if not just try to put it at the foot of one of her players in the box.
She'll look to drive this into the far post.
Here it comes from Renz as it'll be lofted up in there.
Slight nudge in the back. That's, well, offside on the far side. Slight nudge in the back as well from
Forsyth, it looked like. And a great position in that. Taken quickly. Hurting now with it. Driving down, and the quick balls from Xavier just not working all day as they continue to give the ball away. That ball out against Rapp. Ball in now for Sear. Sear trying to get it over.
Flicking it on, trying to find Kylie Knief.
They'll just send that back out of bounds for another Mustang throw-in. Kylie Knief tried to send the cross in. Now Sundell will clear. Gill gets a foot on it and manages to keep it, and that is out off of Bruns. It will be another Mustang throw-in.
Gill playing a disciplined role there in the midfield, just sitting in the space, picking up the pieces as the Saints look to clear their lines.
Sear just went to ground there. No foul called, though, as Bruns will once again clear it out wide.
Bruns had time and space just to take a touch. She's got options forward with Commenda and Hurting.
That ball just drifts out of bounds for another Saints goal kick.
20 minutes left, and the Mustangs comfortably 4-1 in the lead right now. Again, looking comfortable in the second half here, piling on the pressure.
There's Sundell playing it deep once again. Just headed out of bounds by Glasgow. Will be Rapp to take this. Gets it up to Hurting. Hurting just unable to keep it in bounds. Jansen plays it in. Now a deep ball in from Glasgow just to be come up and claimed by Coons.
Intensity level has dropped just slightly.
The
damage being done in the first half.
DCG not as active around the ball as they had been, but don't need to be. They've got this game in hand right now, and just need to see it out as another IMT substitution as Olivia Sear will be replaced by Kenna Knief.
Kenna Knief scoring 2 goals in the first half, the second and third goal.
Kylie Knief just going over Bruns a little bit there. No malicious intent in that foul, just a physical play. Dell intends to send it deep, sends it low. Gill is right there, and then it's sent in by Trotta for Commenda. Hurting now on it. Commenda gets it back, fires a shot, and that'll be just left of the post.
On her favorite left foot, if she just would have got her hips around that, she had the right height to hit the far corner. Didn't get enough on it, out for a goal kick. Sundell rushing the free kick again, managed to get the right bounce going forward.
Glasgow manages to keep that in as it goes just past Bostwick. Janison just gives it up to Glasgow. Forsyth just leaves it for Knief, and now it's Hannah Renz getting it deep in. A great ball looking in for Kenna Knief, and Kylie Knief has it once again. Just cleared away by the Saints.
Riley Renz just reading that well, just stepping and playing the ball forward.
Hoffbauer now will try to fire in the cross. That'll go out for another Channel Seeds corner. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise.
Pins coming across to support Olmsted as Hoffbauer, powerful on the right-hand side, just to concede a corner.
Hannah Renz with another lofted corner in. Gill looked to just get ahead on it, but so did Coons with her fist. And here comes another cross from Renz, headed away by Commenda. And out comes Kylie Knief to claim it. Back over to Glasgow. Knief now gets a cross in. There's Gill.
Handball.
Calls for handball, but no call made.
Yeah, no call made because it was just into the body as well. And I think on the girls' side, just the protection, just fists across the chest. No intent really, because it would have hit the body from what I see. If it was intent to the left or right, then yes.
Kylie Knief getting called for the foul there. Not happy with it. Seemed like she thought she got clipped herself, but Xavier just getting another free kick here. Sundell looking deep once again. That's immediately claimed by Glasgow. Then sent across once again. Hannah Renz coming up to get that. Kenna Knief over to claim now. Hannah Renz looking to send a cross in and will. There's Kenna Knief with it. Sends the ball back out, and that will go out once again for a channel corner kick.
Olmsted.
Here's
just deflecting the ball out.
IMT substitution as Kylie Knief will come off for the first time today, being replaced by Olivia Sear. Be Hannah Renz to take this. She's taken every corner, been very dangerous, but they are still yet to strike directly off of a corner. Ref's whistle goes, and Renz will set and fire. Driven low to Kenna Knief. Knief with the shot there, just blocked by Pins. Back out to Renz. Renz gets it, but it is claimed by Coons, who has still had a relatively good game today, despite giving up 4 goals. Green will head that forward to Herting.
Looking for the combination from Herting. Green getting caught in possession, just managing to spin out.
Managing to keep it, but plays that deep ball in for Torski to claim. No trouble there for the Mustang keeper. A great touch there by Forsyth.
Ella Forsyth did well, bringing the ball down out of the air.
Now Sear attempts to send it in, just a little too heavy on the pass there. Goons once again will claim.
Ella Forsyth can hold play up, receive the ball, play players in, spin out, play it in behind, play on the half turn. Look at that spin there, well read there by Rapp.
Comes Glasgow down the sideline. Into Sear. Sear will fire a shot, and Coons will claim. Level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central's students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Ball now. Janison will just send that out wide to Glasgow. Less than 14 minutes left to play here. Both teams have slowed down the intensity just a bit.
It's been a better second half from Xavier Saints after that onslaught from DCG Mustangs, going 4 goals to 1 up in the...
Hoffbauer now down the line, cut back in, tries to send a ball over to Olivia Sear, gets the ball right back off the deflection. Now Sear at the top of the box. Thought she could have shot there, but chooses not to. Ball taken away very well by Bostwick. Comenda now driving, and Xavier looking to get forward, but is it just too little too late in this game with only 13 minutes left to play, trailing by 3?
It might be a bit late, but you never say never at the end of the day. But I do like the changes that were made by Jake Johnson at halftime. I think they've been very positive coming into the second half. It's worked for them. The overloads, have had overloads in the central areas where they've needed them. Put a bit of pressure on Hannah Renz and Alexa Gill. It has helped, but it's the physical presence going forward of these red jerseys of the Mustangs, as
Landry
you can
Glasgow
see here.
able to get through, and just a wonderful tackle there to stop the assault. Landry, who opened up the scoring, almost scored in the first minute, but had to wait just a little bit longer for that.
Glasgow showing her strength and power, just going forward through 3 eluding players, and the 4th one just managing to do enough.
Great tackle, though, there from Maria Trotta to get back and was really a goal-saving tackle there.
Yeah, Trotta was brave coming across.
Coons will just send this up the field. Gill gets the touch on it. That's what DCG has done so well of today. They've been the first to every long ball, not allowing Xavier to get anything over the top.
It's the difference in games like this. It's competing first to the ball, picking up the second ball. They've been the best at those. But again, like I mentioned, credit to Xavier Saints for coming out and a different plan.
What is the call there? Appears to be a...
Hit the referee?
Yeah, must have hit the referee on the shot. Olivia Sear thought about taking, and then Hannah Renz will, and that is far over the bar, out for another Saints goal kick. Just 11 minutes left to play here in this final 2A quarterfinal of the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Ribbage coming back into the game here. Again, player for player. As Glasgow leaves.
Just headed away by Gill. Gill and Ribbage both close on that. Gill will immediately get the ball back in the middle. And it's up to Forsyth. Forsyth with some space will get it off to Kenna Knief. And just touched out of bounds by Sandell. That could have been Kenna Knief's hat trick, but will yet evade her. She's had a lot of chances in this second half, but just hasn't been able to put one on frame.
Kenna Knief was lining up her strike, and there was Sandell just coming across just to take it away from her.
Hannah Renz to take this channel corner kick. It's a driven ball low. Gill attempts to get a head on it, but just unable to as Riley Renz comes out to claim it, along with Herting. Herting just clearing for Xavier all the way back to Janison. Janison will just
Eddie does well.
Reset it to Torski.
Using the goalkeeper to link up with and play out.
Landon Rivich will come over and take this. Managing to get through and just keep it in off the line. Fighting with Bostwick there.
Green did well just to keep the ball here under pressure from Knief.
Ball played in by Bruns, and it'll sneak through. And Hertig just unable to do anything with it there. Plays it right to the feet of Torski. Xavier
Again,
got
could she have kept the ball to create space? Use this moment to take the player on. Just under 10 minutes to go here, Thomas. I mean, you got to try something different in that final third. Be a little more creative. I think everything else is working. It's worked for the Saints, although they've still soaked up a lot of pressure here in the second half. But again, those are moments like what else can we do to be creative in the final third?
It just seemed a little bit rushed in the final third today, not really finding not even the best shot, but a better shot from their current position.
And also just getting more, be brave, more numbers going forward just to create.
Well, out for another Saints throw-in. Thrown on to Commenda. Just be Williamson to collect for DCG. And just sent away. Now back in for Commenda. Hertig giving chase, but Williamson with the clearance. And now here comes Forsyth to run onto this. A great ball through to Kenna Knief.
Lovely little flick with the outside of her right foot. Great technique.
Knief out to Ribic. Ribic attending to throw it in, but Adeline Pin's able to hold off.
Pin's doing enough there to deny the crossing opportunity there for Ribic.
Goes out for a Saints throw-in. The wrap to take that. Sorry, not a Saints throw-in. Decision change to a Saints free kick. Sundell to take this. 7 minutes left to play. And that goes right out of bounds for a Mustangs throw-in. Jansen to take this. Jansen intends to throw it into Olivia Sear. But out comes Trotta to claim that, sending it up to Commenda. But DCG just winning the ball back as they've done all day, winning every single 50-50 ball that's played in.
Being first to everything, high percentages on the press. And they get a day off as well before Thursday. Coming in with under 7 minutes to go here.
Kenna Knief with the cross into Ella Forsyth, just headed away. Now the ball falls to Gill. And Alexa Gill just unable to keep the shot down. That'll go out for another Saints goal kick.
Kenna Knief with some great skill on the far corner flag, just spinning the defender there, I believe, Olmsted, to get that cross in. Gill striking it well, unfortunately going over the crossbar, much to the pleasure of Lainey Kans in goal.
Now Hertig taking it up the field, just looking to get one more for Xavier before the end of this game, but it's immediately taken back. Olivia Sear giving it up to Ella Forsyth. Ball down the line for Knief.
Good block there by Olmsted. Staying tight to Knief.
Just a lot of physicality there from Kaylin Mills, as that will result in a Saints free kick. Sundell coming over to this one. Will once again just hoof that one down the field. Mills got up there to deal with it, and the ball across for Kylie Knief, just unable to reach. So now Hertig getting through Mills.
Hertig needs support.
Gets it back once more. Ball just taken away by Kylie Knief.
Hertig needs more support, movement off the ball.
Forsyth now down the line, being chased by Sundell. Sundell gets stuck in there and makes a great tackle to keep this at a 4-1 game. As Forsyth was running down the field with Kenna Knief making a run into the box there. Ribic gets the throw into Forsyth once again. Just working on the sidelines and eventually just touches out for a Saints throw-in. Less than 5 minutes left to play in this 2A quarterfinal. Quick throw in there from Ribic. Ribic trying to get the cross in. That is out for another Channel Seeds corner kick.
Blocked by Trotter. Did well. Being impressed now, obviously, from the defensive part of the game. of Xavier Saints out of possession. They've been a lot better, but I think it was just the respect they showed to the Mustangs. Not just that, the intensity levels and the way the Mustangs approached them attacking-wise, they just couldn't deal with it. They've dealt with it here in the second half, as you can see, looking to wind down the clock here with Hannah Rentz, just keeping the ball, keeping possession.
We'll just give it back to Ribic in the corner, hoping to take it right to the corner flag, wind down the clock, out for another throw-in.
Job was done in the first half.
She'll just dump it off to Kylie Knief, doing the exact same thing, shielding the corner, exactly what you want with only 3 minutes left to play. It runs down a lot of time. Final substitution here for the Mustangs be Emily Hennigan, Emma Beeman, and Maya Vong Suk coming into the game for the Mustangs, replacing Forsyth, Sear, and Kenna Knief, who have been some of the better players today. Kenna Knief with 2 goals in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. All-round great performance by the DCG Mustangs here in 2A quarterfinal. Current state champions, looking to make it another one this year. Giving some players off the bench just some opportunity to get into the game. You know, when you get to
this late in the game, and some substitutions for the Saints here.
Yeah, because
clock stopped.
Yeah, when it comes to the last 5 minutes of the game, when you make changes, they stop the clock. And again, that's just to stop the time wasting within the rules. Otherwise, coaches will be making constant changes.
No substitutions ended up being made there for the Saints. Now the main ball, and now the subs coming on. Will be number 4, Peterson, returning to the game, along with number 15, Ellie Renza. Replacing number 10, Gracie Bruns, and number 16, Kelty Rapp. Two seniors returning to the lineup, which you love to see in the last few minutes of a playoff game, seniors.
Yeah, in their final year for the school, it's a great opportunity. You know, just Dan James giving an opportunity to all the players within the lineup. Addie Lane coming into it. She's a freshman midfielder. She's scored 1 goal in the season, and you know, it's a credit to her. She's been given the chance here. And that's what I love about just giving players opportunity. 4-1 up with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. With the job done in the first half.
Peterson now with the throw-in. Looking to get it over to Commenda. Ball played in deep, and looks like it'll just stay in that long grass down on the end line. Anna Mickelson to clear it out. Freshman defender coming into the game. Just bounce around here a little bit with 1:30 left in the game. Peterson is dispossessed by Emily Hennigan. Go out for a Saints throw-in on the near sideline. Not a lot of time left to play as that's given up to Hertig.
Just got stuck in Hertig's feet, but cleared away by Mickelson.
Comes Emily Hennigan. Line, along with Emma Beeman. Will just be touched out for another corner kick with 1 minute left. Corner kicks today brought to you by Channel Seeds.
Look at the depth that's come into the squad here. I mean, still the players that haven't played now that have been allowed to come in here just under a minute to go have definitely shown their growth here. And obviously the depth here in the squad with years to come is going to be absolutely tremendous. It's a never-ending story here at DCG.
Ball just played out of bounds. Will be a Saints throw-in with just under 30 seconds left to play in the final of the 2A girls state quarterfinals. DCG just looking to waste a little bit of time as the clock hits 10. Just tapped out of bounds by Mickelson. And that will bring us to the end here at County Soccer Complex as the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs defeat the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints 4-1 in a game that was really dominated by the Mustangs the entire time. It was really well played for several players, including Olivia Sear. Kenna Knief had 2 goals, 2 fantastic goals in the first half, and really just an amazing job done by the Mustangs.
Well, like I mentioned, the job was done in the first half. The pressure, the counter-pressing was absolutely fantastic from the Mustangs. Like they were last year in the state tournament, they came out, showed everybody what it was about. But credit to Jake Johnson and his Xavier Saints. He regrouped them at halftime. He changed the shape a little bit to overload the midfield. They were a little more intensified at the back with the blocks. Didn't allow any space. Job was done, like I said, in the first half. Looking forward to seeing DCG further on in the tournament.
They will advance to play the winner of Waverly Shell Rock and North Scott Thursday at 12:45 on Field 6. Be very interesting, but we will send it out to the PA announcer for the trophy presentation and be right back in a minute.
Title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards today is Gary Ross, administrator for the IGHSAU. Congratulations to head coach and the Cedar Rapids Xavier on an outstanding 2024 season. And now Dallas Center Grime fans, if you could direct your attention to the center of the field as Sailor Rivich advances their name on the bracket as Dallas Center Grime advances to the Class 2A semifinals where they'll face North Scott on Field 6 there on Thursday.
And welcome back to the Iowa High School Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Athletic Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs just with a great performance to defeat the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints 4-1 to advance to the 2A semifinal to play North Scott on Thursday. Justin, what did you see out of the Mustangs through the first half to grow the lead and then the second half to lock it down?
Just a presence and creativity around the penalty area and what they have to produce. I mean, they use a lot of energy. They've got multiple substitutions off the bench. The depth is unbelievable. The technical, physical presence off the bench as well is like for like with that starting in the starting 11. And you know, it's like you look at players like Glasgow, Ella Forsai, Sear, Kenna Knief coming in with 2 goals as well, but also the back 3 with Riley Renz, Ela Williamson, Addie Johnson, but in particular in the midfield, just holding everything up there. Hannah Renz and Alexa Gill. I mean, there's just so much about this team. It's going to take a lot to beat them. You know, obviously they have lost some games throughout the season, but talking to Dan James prior to kickoff, they are all healthy. They're peaking at the right time. It's going to take something special to stop them.
And on behalf of our color analyst, Justin Forster, our producer, Justin Volber, and all of us here in Des Moines, I'm Thomas Campbell. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament. presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.